Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you all are well. So today we will start our next chapter, that is chapter number 23, our goals, rights and duties. So basically in this chapter we will talk about the constitution and how we govern ourselves. So everybody knows India has become a free country on 15th August 1947, right? And before that the country was under the British rule and the Indian people had little say in the making of laws for their own people. So Indian people decided to make their own rules and regulations. Okay, so the elected representatives of the people decided to work as a constituent assembly. So what was the constituent assembly? This assembly decided about what should be the goal for the future government and how should be the laws for the country be made and how could people make sure that the government is doing their work within the limits or not. So all these questions were very important. So Constituent Assembly took 3 years to answer all these questions. Okay, and the finally set of basic rules was framed. Okay, so they framed the basic rules and regulations of our country and it is the Constitution of Free India. So what is the Constitution? Constitution is the rule book of our country, and on January 26, 1950, the country adopted the new constitution and India became a republic and government free from any external control. So let's talk about the constitution deeply. So according to your book, the preamble is an introduction to the constitution. Okay, so the introduction of the constitution is called preamble, and what states that? It states the aim and purposes of the constitution. It describes the aims and purposes of the constitution, that what is the aims and the purposes of the constitution. And the preamble to our constitution lays emphasis on the 3 goals. It is mainly emphasizes the 3 goals, that is the democracy, secularism and the socialism. So before going on these terms, we have to discuss firstly what is the preamble. So this is the Constitution of India and this is the preamble of the Constitution, that means introduction of the Constitution. So let's talk about the preamble of our Constitution, that is the introduction of the Constitution. So here is the first line: we the people of India, that means we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens. So they honoredly resolving the constitution into these terms. Okay, so what is the meaning of this first one? That is the sovereign. Sovereign, that means so sovereign, that means independent and self-governing. Okay, so next one is the socialist. What is the meaning of socialist? It means that the country aimed at building a society where there is just a contribution of wealth. Okay, and next one is the secular. What is the meaning of secular? That means not concerned with any religion. All religions treated equal. Okay, next one is the democratic. What is democratic? That means rule of the people. And again next one is the republic. What is the meaning of republic? A nation or country where the people elect their own representative. Okay, so these are the meanings of these terms. So next thing, there are the 4 pillars of this preamble, that is the justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. So first one is the justice. Justice, that means nyaya. Okay, so justice can be a social, economic and the political. And second one is the liberty. Liberty, that means freedom. We have to freedom of our thoughts, expressions, belief, worship. Okay, and next one is the equality. Equality, that means it is of a status of opportunity and to promote among them all, right? So we have to be a equal opportunity and equal status among all of them. Okay, next one is the fraternity. What is the meaning of fraternity? The feeling of friendship or brotherhood and support between the people of the same group, right? That is the meaning of fraternity. So in the starting I have discussed the three goals of the preamble, right? So what was that? First one was the democracy, second one was the secularism, and third one was the socialism. Let's talk about one by one. Okay, first one was the democracy, right? So what is the democracy means? Democracy basically rule of the people. Rule of the people is a democracy, right? And democracy means the rule of the people, and India is a democratic country. Everybody knows India is a democratic country. Which is the democratic country? How we can make our country democratic? Where the people can elect their own representatives who form the government. That is the meaning of democracy. What is this? The Constitution of India allows the people to elect their own representatives to form a government. This is called democracy. Okay, and freedom and equality are essentials for the success of democracy. These are the two pillars of the democracy. That is the freedom and equality. It is very essential to success of the democracy, right? So without freedom and equality, we cannot make our country democratic. So freedom and equality are the pillars of the democracy. Without freedom and equality, we cannot make our country democratic, right? First, I am taking one example. If we are not having the equal rights to vote anyone, so is it a democratic country? If we are not a freedom of to choose our representative, so can we make our country democratic? No. So the freedom and equality very necessary to make our country democratic. We can choose anyone. We can give a vote to anyone, right? So where the people elect their own representative to form a government, this is called democracy, right? So next one was the secularism, right? So everybody knows India is a secular country. What does that mean? The state treats all religions alike. Where all religions treated equally. That is the meaning of secular. Everybody knows there are so many religions in our country, like the Hinduism, Muslim or Christians and Sikhism. There are so many, right? And all among the religions treated equally. So this is the meaning of secular. And every religion treated equally, right? So people are free to worship as they like. Okay, so everybody is free to choose their own God or the worship to God, right? So they can choose any religion. Okay, and there is no discrimination on the basis of the religion in any field of life, and we cannot discriminate anyone on the basis of their religion. चाहे वो स्कूल हो, चाहे वो कोई इंस्टीट्यूट हो, चाहे फिर वो ग्राउंड हो, चाहे फिर वो कोई भी प्लेस हो, we cannot discriminate anyone on the basis of the religion, right? That is the meaning of secularism. And so next one is the socialism. India is a socialism country, right? And what is that meaning? The people of India will have equal rights and equal opportunity to progress. This is called socialism. Okay, and no difference will be made between people. Okay, this is the meaning of socialism. Everybody have a equal right and the equal opportunity to success. This is called socialism, right? And these were the three pillars of the Constitution, three goals of the Constitution. First one was the democracy, and that second one was the secularism, and third one was the socialism. In the democracy, that means we can elect their own representative. In the secularism, that means we have to treat all religions equally. We cannot discriminate anyone on the basis of the religion, right? And last one was the socialism. Socialism, that means we all have the equal opportunity to success, and we cannot discriminate anyone on the basis of anything. Is that clear? We have equal rights and the opportunity to progress. That was the meaning of socialism. Okay, so these were the three goals of the constitution.